Hello Internet. In this video, I would like to share how I use my DIY HMI keypad focusing on Arduino Keyboard library, macros, and AutoHotkey. This video a little bit long. Please jump to your interesting topic in the table of content. Firstly, I would like to modify the HMI program from the previous video. Duplicate the existing page by pressing here. For the HMI Basic series, this is the page changing method, which is similar to the commercial Stream Deck portal. I will demonstrate the other page changing methods in the later of this video. I upload the HMI demo codes in my GitHub. This code is for Nextion 5-inch Enhanced series. This code is for Nextion 5-inch Intelligence series. This code is for TJC 5-inch Intelligence series, which I am using. You can download the code by pressing here. Please let me explain my Arduino code. These are the pin layouts of my PCB. Here includes the software serial library. Here includes the Nextion library, which I illustrated in last video. Here includes the Arduino built-in keyboard library. These are the software serial pins of my project. Here declares the software serial port. This portion declares the 12 physical buttons including pins, software debouncing, etc. In the setup section, here initialize the serial communication. Here initialize the 12 physical buttons. Here initialize the built-in keyboard library. If there is a press action of physical button, it sends a keyboard press F13 to F24 correspondingly. Here, check whether there is a press action of the HMI logical button. If there is a press release event of a logical button, it simulates the keyboard action accordingly. I will explain these cooks later in this video. Here are the built-in functions in the Arduino Keyboard library. Keyboard.write simulates sending a keystroke. This function uses a single quote. Keyboard.print simulates sending a string. This function uses a double quote. The Keyboard.press simulates pressing and holding a key. It is useful when using modifiers. To end the key press, use Keyboard Release or Keyboard Release All. These are the Arduino built-in modifiers and keystrokes. A 10 millisecond delay here. Please remember to release the keystroke. I cannot use a backslash in the keyboard function. Search HID usage tables. Go to page 53. Backslash use 49 in decimal or 31 in hex. Open the calculator in programmer mode. I use decimals in this demonstration. (49 plus 136 equals 185 B9 in hex. Modify the code to Keyboard.press B9 and release all. There are no numpad keys in Arduino built-in keyboard library. I list of numpad hex code here. I use hex in this demonstration. 5C plus 88 equal E4. Macros is a sequence of keystrokes. I use Premiere in this demonstration. To change the color of a curve, press Alt-E and release the keys. Press L to select label. Press down arrow 9 times. Press Enter. Here press and hold Alt-E. Release all keys. Here press L. Press down arrow key 9 times by this loop. Here press Enter. Let's try one more macro. Select the label group. Press Alt-E and release the keys. Press L to select label. Press S to select label group. Compile and upload the code to Arduino. To distinguish Keyboard 4 and Keypad 4, hold the Shift key in the keyboard. Keyboard 4 becomes $ sign. Numpad 4 becomes the left arrow. AutoHotkey is a robust scripting language for Windows. Download and install the program. You can play around AutoHotkey from here. Here is the AutoHotkey script file for the HMI keypad. Run it by double-click. The script is running in the taskbar. Open the script by your editor. In my case, I use Visual Studio Code. This script keeps an application on top. I keep this photo on top by pressing Shift-Ctrl-T. Turn off by pressing Shift-Ctrl-T again. This script opens a calculator by pressing Win-C. Press Win-C to minimize. Press Win-C to activate it again. These scripts are for keyboard shortcuts. Save the file. Reload the script by pressing right-click here. When I type my email, it maps to my email. When I type my weather, it's open the weather website. And these 12 physical buttons, I make these 6 buttons as search engines. For this script, thanks for a Taiwanese YouTuber, Nidao, share his code. He make these 2 AHK script generators. When I read a document, a website, or a PDF file, I want a translation. I can highlight it and press the Google Translate button. The Google Translate page is popped up with a translation.
This is an apple.
这是一个苹果。
If there is no select text, the default Google Translate page is popped up. Similar for the Yahoo Dictionary.
Apple.
Apple.
I want to search for product reviews on YouTube. If there is no select text, the default YouTube page is popped up. If you like this kind of video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to search for a product on Google. If there is no select text, the default Google page is popped up. How does this function work? This portion I call it prefix. This portion I call it suffix. This function has three parameters: prefix here, suffix here, default page here. Then these 5 buttons. I just used the code from a famous guy Terran, who makes many tutorials about his AutoHotkey Script. Thanks for Terran sharing his code. For this folder button, it circulates between the open folders. For this Chrome button, it circulates between the open websites. For this Word button, it circulates between the open Word documents. For this Premiere button, it activates the Premiere application. You may notice that there are many buttons in my video thumbnails. What keys do I use? I call it 1 to 18 magic. There are 4 modifiers for one key. There are 3 possibilities for one modifier. As a result, there are 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equal 81 key combinations for one key. There are a list of 81 combinations in this file. Is this 1 to 18 magic perfect? In some key combinations, it will activate Microsoft Office sign-in in my system. In my system, there are several input methods. In some key combinations, it will switch the input method. Although it is not perfect, I am okay with it. Here I wrote a script to simulate the same macros of these 2 buttons. Left click, Alt E, L. If the input number is 0, send input S. Otherwise, send the down arrow keys number of times and press enter. That is the keypad layout I prepared with 1 to 18 magic. I deliberately not to click on the clip. Download and install InsideClipboard. Extract it to D drive. Create a clipboard folder. Modify your path here if you are using a different location. Thanks for Terence sharing his code again. highlight some plain text, copy it, and use InsideClipboard.exe to save it as cliptext.clp. Clear the clipboard. Let's create these multimedia buttons. Copy this sound effect. Press F5 to refresh here. Save this sound effect. Clear the keyboard. Copy this script. Press F5 to refresh here. Save the clip. Clear the keyboard. Copy this background music. Press F5 to refresh here. Save this background music. Clear the keyboard. Enlarge this emoji. Copy this emoji. Press F5 to refresh here. Save this emoji. Clear the keyboard. Create an adjustment layer. select monochrome from numeric color. Copy this adjustment layer. Press F5 to refresh here. Save this effect. Use recallClipboard function to reload the saved keyboards. Save and reload the stripe. Test the buttons. The buttons looks good. That is how I apply an effect. Tap on the effect panel, type an effect name in the search bar. Move the mouse to the effect, drag and drop the effect onto the clip. Thanks for Terence sharing his code again. These are 3 input methods in my system. I force the input method to English by this command. This command switch to the effect panel. Check your effect panel class by Windows Spy. In my case, it is Edit 8. Save and reload the script. "00" is here. In my system, I am using Full HD with 125 scaling factor. You can measure the XY by Windows Spy. Adjust the XY to the desired position. Save and reload the script. This position looks fine. By removing _test, it executes drag and drop action. Save and reload the script. Clear this effect. Let's try Mosaic. Save and reload the script. Adjust your XY to the desired position. This position looks fine. Remove underscore text. Save and reload the script. This was my original keypad layout. It has about 320 keys on 8 pages. When I upload the code, this happened. Then I changed down the size to 212 buttons on 6 pages. That is the most buttons I can set on Arduino. Arduino Macro has 32K of flash memory. Around 2K of it is used as bootloader. To increase the number of keys, I will try not using the bootloader or using a more powerful MCU in the future. Here are the buttons I set on my keypad. For HMI Enhanced series, I use GPIO buttons for page changing. I use GPIO 3 to 5 in my case. These are the settings on each page. This button circulates between premier keys. This button circulates between multimedia keys. This button switches to numpad keys. For HMI Intelligent series, I use this method for page changing. These are the settings on each page. I can change the page by sliding. It also supports GPIO page changing. This keypad was originally placed on the left of the keyboard. Due to limitations on framing condition at home, this video was shot on the right. This keypad is very powerful. However, you should have some HMI programming, Arduino programming, and AutoHotkey scripting skill. It has a lot of potential power to be explored. I am finishing this keypad series here. If there is any further information, I will make a supplementary video. Thanks for your patience in this long video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.